My name's Cristina Bruce. It started, right? Okay. I'm kind of going to read a little bit, but before I was a graphic designer and an official illustrator and a substitute teacher, I used to work in telecommunications, researching rates. It's closer. I used to be a telecommunications researcher. And I went to Geneva and I saw a lot of technology that was going on back in 1995 that everyone now takes for granted. Oh shoot, I'm ahead. Okay.
It goes fast.
Anyway, that's the cards. I started making calling cards. When my son arrived from Guatemala, I started making announcements and christenings, and then I started doing First Communion and Irish dancing cards, and now I sell them at Etsy. And friends of mine call me to get this stuff done, but that's how I started making invitations, designing. Then I started doing birds. Yeah, my husband came up with that when I made that drawing. And then from then, I started making more greeting cards of birds, which you'll see very soon. Let me see where I am. Then I started selling them at Wild Birds Unlimited, at a flower shop, I think Nature Center. I saw some over there. And recently I made a rehearsal dinner with those bluebirds that you see right there. Then in December of 2012, I participated in Cleveland Handmade December show where I introduced Cleveland greeting cards. And they sold out. So I'm thinking, I think I have something really fun here to sell. So my brother, who's an architect in Miami, asked me to make him a card of Miami skyline. And so I did that, and then I did other versions of Cleveland. That's actually my husband's card for Christmas. And then I started making Miami, San Juan, Pittsburgh, and Los Angeles, which you're going to see very soon. By the spring of 2013, I approached Cleveland Clothing Store, located down in 4th and Euclid, and I started selling my cards there. I started with my Epson R1900 printer, but now I'm printing them out of a stationary headquarters in California. I was still clinging to my little blackbirds, because that's how I started doing blackbirds, and then I did cardinals and all these nuthatch and all birds. That I applied them to my Indians baseball and brown cards, which right there. And I love Ohio, so people thought, ooh, Ohio State. So that's, I saw a bunch of those. I'm still selling them, but I'm now changing that look. About 2 years ago, I met Brad Ricca the day he launched his book, The Superboys, and he told me to just draw a part of Superman's capes and legs. That's why I don't infringe on the copyrights. The AT&T building is the Daily Planet that Joe Shuster draw. So after that, I kept doing more drawings, and I was fascinated by the East-West mentality. I'm not from here, I'm from Puerto Rico, so this thing about East-West is kind of interesting. So I made that card. Then Jillian from Cleveland Clothing said, why don't you make a drawing of Lake Erie Monster? So I did that. I have a couple of versions of that one. This is the one with Cleveland and snow, because I'm thinking, all we have is snow for so many months. Right now, the cards are being sold at Cleveland Clothing, at Western Reserve Historical Society, Macbacks Books, Art Tofino Gallery, Banyan Tree, and hopefully Bay's Art soon. There's Lake Erie Monster. And then from there, people call me. People see my cards in many of the stores, they call me. So the following, you'll see it's a wedding print that I did for a couple that was getting married at Old Stone Church, and they were using the Lolita trolley. So that was a fun commission. Then for Christmas, I made one with Santa Claus, featuring the Lolita trolley, and I like, Santa Claus is landing down in the city. So that I saw a lot, so hopefully I'll redo it. Then 2 years ago, I did a Christmas card with my son and my dog, so you can see my son. And then the thing is that I'm not from here. So I'm from Puerto Rico. I grew up in sun, so I come here to all this snow. But I really like this city. It's a lot of fun. There's a lot of art, a lot of culture. It's amazing. I mean, people think Cleveland is bad, but it's not. I'm always telling them it's a great city. Then now with the NBA's finals, I made basketball cards, but now I'm going to have postcards with all the numbers of the players in it. So I just ordered them today, get them next week. So if you're interested, go to those stores. You'll find them there, or you can just call me if you want to send postcards to all over the world. And this is the last print I just did. I really love this one. I gave it to our pastor who's moving away to Nebraska. he's been here for 15 years, so he's going to get a kick out of that. And just one last thing, I'm from Noise. I'm a member of Noise, a Northern Ohio Illustrator Society. We have one more here. So if you're ever interested in illustration, go to www.noise.com. Thanks. Sorry.